Hello, this is Miss Heakin and this is your art lesson for World Book Day. Have a look at these images. What is the same and what is different about these pieces of artwork? Pause the video now and have a think. These artworks are all made out of sand. So today we are going to know and use the techniques for creating sand art. How the Stars Came to Be has some amazing illustrations. The artwork was inspired by Madhubani art and Kalamkari textiles. This is the book we've been focusing on for World Book Day, and we are going to use it today in our art lesson. What is Madhubani art? Madhubani art is a style of Indian painting which is made by using a variety of tools such as fingers, twigs, brushes and matchsticks. Which characteristics can you see which make these Madhubani art? The characteristics of Madhubani art. The style of Madhubani art is often geometrical patterns. The subject often includes imagery of gods and goddesses, the sun, the moon, the stars, religious symbols, good luck symbols and auspicious signs. Detail is added to the subject with images of plants, leaves, flowers, trees and other flora. Vivid colours are also used. This is done with natural colours and dyes such as dry rice powder or paste, vermilion, turmeric powder, sandalwood powder and other natural colours extracted from flowers and fruits. It was traditionally created by women. Madhubani paintings date back to the Hindu tale Ramayana, where King Janaka asks painters to create a Madhubani for his daughter's wedding. As you can see in these images, lots of vivid colours have been used. There's lots of details, and you can see that there's flowers and leaves in the background, and lots of imagery has been used. We can see that there's animals, and there is some gods there and goddesses. Which of these is not an example of Madhubani art? How do you know? Pause the video now and have a think. So it would be the middle image, number 2, because we can see that it's not using lots of vivid colours and geometrical patterns. These are some illustrations from How the Stars Came to Be. What similarities are there between these illustrations and the characteristics of Madhubani art? Pause the video now to have a think. We are going to look at the ancient style of Kalamkari textiles. What do you think are the key characteristics of Kalamkari textiles? Have a look at these two images and pause the video and have a think. Now have a click on the first link and watch the YouTube video to help deepen your understanding of Kalamkari textiles. Kalamkari textiles. The term Kalamkari means work done with a pen. It is an ancient style of hand painting done on cotton or silk fabrics using natural dyes. This art has 23 steps including bleaching, hand painting, block printing, starching and cleaning. So it takes a very long time to create one of these pieces of art. Kalamkari art dates back to 3000 BC and originates from storytelling. The procedure requires precision and an eye for detailing. What are some of the advantages and disadvantages of this style of art? Pause the video now. So, Today we're going to know and use the techniques for creating sand art, and your task is to create your own sand art inspired by the characteristics of Madhubani art and Kalamkari textiles to make your own sand art. So here are some examples of sand art. How would they have been made? Have a think. Which style do you think is more effective, and why do you think this out of the three images? Here are some more examples of sand art. How do you think these pieces of sand art would have been made? Which piece of sand art here do you think has more impact, and why do you think this? Pause the video and have a think. Here are some examples of sand art techniques, of different ways people create sand art. You can see in the first image they're using their fist holding the sand. In the second image they have a piece of paper helping them to use the sand, and in the third image they are using a spoon. So what are the different effects and how will they impact on the art? So just to remind you, your task is to recreate an image from our story with sand, to be inspired by the characteristics of Madhubani art and Kalamkari textiles. So think about what techniques can you see being used, what are the steps to making this art, and what will be the hardest part. So have a look at this video, this will be linked to, and think about these questions. So the first step, you must plan your design. So choose your design and practice lightly sketching it on paper. Think what your design will be. Look at the images from the story and choose. Maybe you want to do the sun or the stars. Remember, Madhubani and Kalamkari art uses the following: geometrical patterns, imagery of gods and goddesses, the sun, the moon, the stars, religious symbols, detail with plants, leaves, flower, trees and other flora. And then think about how you will later use vivid colours. So plan your design and sketch it. Try and add some patterns. What imagery will you have in there? Gods, the sun, moon, plants, flowers, and think how your colours of sand will fit into this design. Step 2, trace over your design. So use a felt tip or make the lines thicker with your pencil. So once you've sketched your design, go over that design with your pen or pencil, making the line thicker. This is to help for when you add the sand. Step 3. Begin with one section of your picture to focus on at a time. Carefully choose which coloured sand will work best for each section. So focus on a section of your drawing, and that's where you're going to add some sand and choose the colour of sand that you think will work best there. Step 4. Hold the sand tightly in your hand and only let out a small piece at a time. Try to stick between the lines of your drawing. So put the sand inside the palm of your hand, hold your hand like a fist and just lightly release some of the sand at a time. Step 5. Use your finger to lightly smudge and shape your sand to fit into your design, also to neaten up your design. So lightly with your finger, move the sand into the lines of where it's meant to go. This will help neaten up your design as well from when you've been releasing the sand from your fist. Step 6. Choose the next section of your design to focus on. So again, squeezing the sand tightly in your hand and release small amounts of sand at a time. So your instructions are to plan your design, Draw the design on the card, go over the outline of design with pencil and slowly pour sand onto that area, and then use your finger to lightly brush it into shape. Have a look at link 3 to help you again with sand art. And here are some images from the text for you to use to create your sand art. Good luck and enjoy your Art World Book Day task.